Hey guys, I'm Tom. In this video we take a look at the FH1-Hunter. You can buy it for 4.1 million at bar stock, or after 42 hangar sourcing missions for 3.1 million. It has two seats. The top speed is 252.5 km per hour and the climb speed is 70.5 km per hour. It turns in 4.5 seconds and the quick turn is in 3.5 seconds. It explodes in 2 tank or flak cannon shots, or 3 strong or weak explosives, meaning strong like RPG or weak like homing launcher or homing missiles. After 7 explosive sniper shots, the helicopter explodes as well. After 1 shot, it's already smoking. The main rotor can of course tank the shot as well, so you might as well take almost twice the amount of hits if half of them hit the main rotor. It has countermeasures like chaff or flares. Also it has a smoke, but that's not really a countermeasure. The tail rotor is nearly unbreakable. That means like a sniper won't be able to destroy it easily, because there's only a very small spot on the tail rotor that's actually able to be damaged, and it's nearly impossible to hit, like way harder than shooting out the pilot. The pilot can control the barrage missiles and the homing missiles. He can also use bombs. The co-pilot has a turret, which can be upgraded to the explosive cannon. The landing of the helicopter is somewhat difficult. Calm the helicopter down before landing and you should be fine. In the hangar it's a medium-sized vehicle. Now we take a look on the weapons of the Hunter. It has barrage missiles. Their range is 400 meters and they shoot in a 7 burst and have a 4-second cooldown. The missile speed is 464 km per hour, which is a bit faster than the homing missiles. The explosives are weak damaging. The other weapon are the homing missiles. Their range is 545 meters. The lock-on range is 400 meters. The fire rate is 30 RPM for each, so in total it's 60 RPM and it will fire without a break. The explosive is weak as well for those. The pilot also can equip bombs. Their range is pretty much the max range. Like, I could test it against the headhunter target from the maximum height of the map. I don't know how it is if I'm moving fast, because the distance increases, because the bomb is going to the side a bit as well. But I couldn't really find a method to test it, so you just have to accept maximum range for now. The fire rate of the bomb is 84 RPM for the single bomb. The carpet bombs are always 5 in a row and a 1.3 seconds cooldown. The explosive is strong like RPG, so it will destroy an insurgent, for example, way faster than homing missiles. The ammo capacity is 50. The co-pilot can use a machine gun. It has a range of 410 meters and a fire rate of 330 rounds per minute. It does 50% damage to a level 100 player. So it will 2-shot him and kill him in 0.4 seconds. But the weapon isn't that good because of the crazy high sensitivity of the gun. The weapon you wanna use instead of the machine gun is the explosive cannon. Its range is shorter, it's 255 meters, and the fire rate is also slower, it's 180 RPM, but it's explosive. And the explosives are weak, like they're not like the Valkyrie, they actually do a hit similar to a homing launcher, damage-wise. So you can destroy a Deluxo or a Buzzard in like 1 shot, which is amazing compared to the Valkyrie. Also, the high sensitivity of the camera allows you to track jets better, which is very helpful for that as well. In these pictures you can see the angles of the Hunter. The turret is like the Valkyrie, Buzzard, Savage, they are all the same. So I just reuse the picture again. The Hunter itself has very steep angles, even at lowest handling. So is the Hunter worth it? Yes, it is. It is the most armed weaponized vehicle in the game, and it is also really fast. So it can be really strong, even solo. So if you like PvP a lot, this helicopter will be one of your best friends. Especially if you have a friend with you that can use the cannon and blow everyone up. So if you aren't broke, buy the helicopter ASAP. Can only recommend this. For strategies, the dodging missiles part works the same as for every other helicopter in theory, but you have to be very careful. Like, the most common mistakes is doing the maneuvers too fast, because the helicopter is very fast and you have to basically imitate a cargo bob speed to dodge missiles. so you slow yourself down a lot, so the missiles pass by with the usual maneuvers. The only little difference is from behind. Like, you can't just pull fully back and expect the missile to pass. You will most likely get hit in the tail rotor. So what you do instead is turning left or right fully, and then lift the helicopter a tiny bit. Like, you just turn left or right to stop the helicopter as fast as possible, and then you just fly towards the missiles like normal. You can also do the regular method, but there you have to be careful. Like, if it's very far away, then you can just pull back fully, then even out the helicopter a bit, wait for the missile, and then push a bit the helicopter up so the missile pass. But it's kinda tricky. Any method to dodge from behind is tricky. You most likely just want to have the missiles inside your orbit so you can just let them pass you. Now the PvP stuff. Solo. Against people on foot, you just circle around them and use barrage missiles to kill them. Or you use the homing missiles or the bombs. But the bombs you don't circle around, you just stay above them and drop one by one until they are dead. Can take a bit time and practice, but it shouldn't be too hard to use the bombs. Against armored vehicles, you just spam the homing missiles and also use the barrage missiles until it's dead. If the vehicle has a turret or just can shoot in general and hurt you, you climb above it and then you sway back and forth and shoot barrage missiles down, or you can use the bombs. This also applies for the VIP Ruiner and the Stromberg, but the VIP Ruiner takes a long time until it's dead because you don't have the crazy DPS like the Savage. For air combat you want to use only the barrage missiles. Like, the homing missiles are only to get your opponent moving. Doesn't matter if it's a helicopter or a jet, you just want the opponent to be predictable and then shoot a barrage to where they're going and then they get removed from the sky. Against Deluxos, you do the sway back and forth method again, but you have to be careful and always keep climbing because these cars, you don't want to have them aiming at you. If they manage to catch up because you try too many times in a row and that will really hurt your climbing speed, then you can just use the chef countermeasure to fix the mistake. Against Oppressor you just use the chef, and when the bike is passing by then you just spam the missiles until it's dead. Just repeat this until you win. It's really easy to beat Oppressors, unless they are skilled, which is rare. Anyway, I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, give it a like and share it with your friends. See you later at the Acula Guide.